Alright guys, what is up? Got a new video for you today. The videos using ingredients have been rather popular lately, so figured we'd do another one of those. I've gone to the pantry and stole 2 boxes of my wife's tea, so we'll be using tea today. And considering I am indeed a sentient tea bag, this feels a little personal. So let's get started. Let's see, I have 2 here. I have a Twinings Winter Spice. So I guess we'll start with that one. These have very short ingredient lists, so if we run out, I'll have to go steal another. But this one starts off very simple with chamomile. Chamomile. At least I believe that's how you say that. I mean, it looks like it would be pronounced chamomile, but I believe I've always heard it as chamomile. We have Camolulus. This enters battle, put all other Gugs into a calm state, reducing their attack by 2. And at the end of the round, heal 1 health to all Gugs. Alright, so that's healing the enemies too, I would assume. And no eyeball hole on this green Gug here. We just have this green kind of donut thing. That's an interesting look. I don't know that I've seen many like that, or if any. So that's a fun new looking Gug here. So he's going to... Alright, so it looks like his enter battles ability only affects those that are in play. But the healing factor is phenomenal. We get to generate Glug and gain as much health as we would in the backline. Now let's see if he hits this guy. He didn't, so maybe it's just those that are in the battlefield. Oh, and this is a different one. We got a starting one with 2 different Gugs. That's not super common. It does happen. It's not super common. Alright. 30 nectar's great moving into that first shop. Not always enough to get everything, but enough to get a significant start there. We're going to have 2 Gugs be our big hitters here. 6 isn't super great because you'll get a lot of 8 and 7 health in this second one, I feel like. Yeah, there's an 8 health. But no biggie. Want everybody in play because they're all going to gain the health here from Camolulus. And that heal doesn't really matter there because he was going to be a 2-hitter either way. Alright. Man, that's a big hitter there. Grow bigger as it absorbs energy from nearby Gugs. That's concerning. Let's see, if we hit him for 3, that'll drop him to 5. Let's do that. And I know I said 5, but that's because he's going to heal him. See, I'm not bad at basic math, I promise. And I think we'll let Camolulus get the last hit here. Camolulus, whatever his name is. Alright. The second ingredient in our winter spice here is natural apple flavor. We got natural apple flavor. Transform into a juicy apple Gug. End of the round, this Gug gains health equal to the number of rounds in the encounter. Now, I'm concerned that we'll never see this end of the round ability because transforming into a juicy apple might actually just change his whole appearance. I've had very bad luck with the transforming Gugs lately, where they just become something very bad. Like we had the one in either yesterday's video or the day before, where it was a 1-1 is what it transformed into. So that was not a good time. But hopefully this will just be some kind of trait that'll be applied to Suplora here. Gloopnua here is create a celestial thread weaving through all friendly Gugs, increasing their health by 1. See, 3-7. Yeah, so he lost the end of the round ability, which is not great, but at least he's not a 1-1. Now, I think we gained all that health there because of his little health gaining ability, so hard to complain about that. Getting lots of nectar generation. It feels like a very solid run so far. We haven't had anything that was detrimental to our progress. What is this? Spawn a passion fruit Gug. Oh, well, there it is. Our passion fruit Gug. Unfortunately, as a token, we will lose it at the end of the game. I really want to do some experimenting with that, seeing if you can get Gugs that are permanent, that aren't tokens, that are generated. I'm sure you can. I just think that most of mine tend to not be permanent. They tend to be just one-time generation. So we've got Lispaconda back here, slithers silently across the battlefield, hissing softly while weaving through Gugs. He's a 3-5, so he's just worse than a default Gug, and seems to have an ability that doesn't do much. So I think we'll just grab a regular old Gug here, and then with the last little bit of money, actually, let's just go ahead and buy 2 Gugs. And we can afford some health, so let's put those on Commodulus there. Do we have a most powerful basic Gug here? Let's see. No, you get out of there. Yeah, we've got a 411 basic Gug, so we'll transcend them. Alright. Our next ingredient after natural apple flavor is other natural flavor. Other natural flavors, actually, but flavors doesn't fit, so other natural flavors should be fine. Then it looks like we get into the spices. For every other Gug not of the same theme, copy a random stat or trait. Copying a random stat could be detrimental. It could also be very beneficial, like if it grabs Juicy Apple's health there. His name is Zimfuzzle. Oh, fun little yellow-looking guy. He has like this almost glassy texture over his translucent eyes. And that's an end of a round ability where he goes to copy in here. Do we still have anything with... He's got 9 attack, so he could be the one. I kind of want to swap those two and let Juicy Apple here get a little stronger. Oh, did he copy the confused trait? Yeah, he did. He took confused from Commodulus there. Alright. So, let's do Juicy Apple there. Oh, Juicy Apple fried. So did Commodulus. What is happening? Our babies. Juicy Apple got just a lot of health from that, so I mean, I guess that's not the end of the world, but still sadness to see our nice little guys just lose it all. Oh, and he copied somebody's 5 attack health there, it seems. Not the best thing that could have happened. Oh, Jesus. All the attack nerfs there were brutal. Alright, we can afford a little bit of health in this shop. We don't want to put him on Zimfuzzle because he has a tendency to change his stats. Let's do it on Commodulus here. Then we can get that sword and get him back up to a 9-5. So that gives us 2 9-5. So we're struggling with 10s at the moment. Luckily, Schnazzlerk here is not rocking any 10s. Sad that we're not getting our heal every turn from Commodulus anymore. I mean, these two Gugs, I mean, they're healthy, but they're not strong. I guess I could start buffing one of them's attack there. Getting him ready for the amniotic pool. Prismuckle. Dude, so many things are happening. Zimpuzzle's fried. At least he fried as a 19.5. We have actually fried every single Gug that we got from Generation this game. That's kind of crazy. We're losing visibility. And things are happening that seem bad, but I think that visibility is one of those traits that doesn't affect anything. Alright, back to the pool. After our other natural flavors, we have cinnamon. Cinnamon should be simple. Double N's in cinnamon, I believe. Yes. Cinnamon. I remember back in the day there were these Apple Jacks commercials for the cereal, and there was a character named Cinnamon. Release a sweet aroma that heals all ally Gugs by 1. Alright, so we got another. If you just use foods, there's just a lot of healing abilities, it seems. If he fries immediately, my mind will be blown. I'm just going to put everybody in and then play him. Hey, he does exactly what he says he does. Wow, I'm glad I put everybody up there because we got a full board. Is this the last round? It just seems like we did so well. We didn't do any cheesing of the back line. We're just playing, and it's just going great. The old Winter Spice Twinings is doing work. But maybe we haven't got all the way through. I could be. No, we're in the Slime Kingdom. We're there. We've made it. We just got to survive now. I mean, one of our Gugs has -2 attack at the moment. But other than that, you know, we're just going to have a beatdown. Oh, it was temporary, so they got their attack back, so we're fine. Everything's good. The frying really kind of helped us, because it gives that stat buff, so... Jesus. And here come the ginger shards. Oh, Cinnabloop did his little bit of healing. He's just chilling. And that should be, I believe, the last attack. Easy mode. Well, since that one was so easy, I guess we'll give this other flavor a try as well. Let's see how many ingredients it has. Oh, just 2. So I'll tell you what, we can keep using the ingredients from the other one, the Winter Spice, and then we'll finish with the ingredients from the Earl Grey. So our next to last ingredient in our Winter Spice tea is cardamom. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Cardamom. There we go. Alright. Cardamooey, maybe? Kind of looks like andouille sausage. Isn't that how that's spelled? Infuse all allies with a warm aura, increasing their attack by a random amount within trait range. This might be really good if it keeps this ability. And just an attack buffer. It's also one of those I could see frying. Its base stat increase was terrible, though. a +2 and a +3. That'll give us a 5-9. No, 5. Oh, it changed. Now it's +3, +7. Release a soothing aroma that strengthens all nearby allies, increasing their attack by 2 until the end of the round. Alright, so now it's a much less variable rate. We have kind of an orange little white-faced Gug here. I'm telling you guys, these last few days, the Gug's images have really started to adapt, it seems, and change. Not sure what the source of that is, but it does appear to be happening. Let's see if that end of turn thing holds true. It does. Sometimes they do not, but it appears that it does. I think I'm going to give us a turn of healing here. And do that. This is a little bit of a rough start. Not even enough to buy a Gug either. I didn't really pay attention to that. But we are struggling. Oh, and it's a double 2-lane, so we're going to get these guys again. Let's see. Maybe we just take a hit. Oh, and it's going to be 2 hits. I forgot. Uh-oh. Whoops. I'm trying to think. I could take another hit there, and when this one moved in, it would stop him from spawning one, which would save me a little bit of damage in the long run. I think. I could be totally wrong there. But I'm going to try it anyway. Yeah, so now, when he moves in, there won't be a space for him to summon. So we'll get to fight one less Gug this way. I think that was the move. But man, we are looking very weak coming in. Like this is this is the dichotomy of Gug. You have one insane run where everything just goes right, followed by another where everything just goes wrong. Alright, so our last ingredient in our winter spice tea is clove. Nice little simple 5-letter prompt for the last Gug of that series. Clovitor. Was that an enters the battlefield ability? Yeah, so he's healing an ally by half of their missing health, which is generally the amount added by the expansion. So I think he got +7. So let's see here. What is this healing amount? It gave him +1. So we're going to pull them both out any chance we can here to keep them alive, because he's not even strong enough to take a hit. Let's see. I think what I have to do is this here. Oh my god! That rejuvenating aura was just absolutely game-ending for us. There is actually nothing we can do. Wow. I mean, that was brutal. Bumped him up to 18 health in the middle there. That's absolutely crazy. Alright, well I guess the only option we have left is just to use the only 2 ingredients in this other tea as our only Gugs. And hope for a much better run than that last one. So here we have decaffeinated black tea. Now that doesn't actually fit. So I'm trying to think of what we could do here. Maybe like this. Also doesn't fit. Let's drop an F in decaffeinated. I'm sure it'll know what we mean. We've got decaffeinated black tea here. Alright, we got tea breather. Maybe. It's still testing. On entering, release a calming mist, reducing all enemy attack by 1. Hard to complain about a enemy debuff. Did it keep that ability? It did. A nice little 613. So, what are we dealing with here? Spawn an invincible Gug. Well, I'm not gonna lie, guys. That doesn't seem... Ugh. Whew. It lied. It did not spawn an invincible Gug. So all is that an 8 something? Oh, whew. I thought that said it was 8-5. And I was highly concerned. Well, we made it through. Not the best start of all time, but also not terrible. I think we're going to put the little bit of health onto Tea Breather here and go ahead and grab the weapon. I just want to have a big hitter. Oh, we're getting the 2-lane twice again. And I'm just going to let these two heal up for now. Oh! It spawns the Gug for the opponent? Well, well, well. We will gladly take that situation. Let's see. I don't think he's going to double his attack. I don't think. I could be wrong. Because of this one being here. Oh, no. Now it says all Gugs with Gugs in their name are merged together, averaging their stats. Does that mean in play? I'm going to pull this back. I'm kind of concerned about all these becoming one Gug here. Alright, nothing happened, so I'm going to assume we're safe. Now, other than a lack of good nectar generation there, I think that was a pretty good round. Alright, now this is our only other Gug that we can generate this round. And that is Bergamot Flavoring. Bergamot, I think that's Bergamot. Flavoring. Flavoring spelt, I think, the British way. Pretty sure in America we just call it flavoring. But I'm pretty sure Twinings is American. Maybe I'm just wrong on how flavor's spelled. Sprinkle Bergamot Essence into a random ally, increasing its attack by 2 at the start of the round? Continuous attack buff? That's crazy. I won't mind having a couple of these guys. Alright, well. Weaken both of those? Oh my, what is that? 100 health? That's actually nuts. Oh man. I mean, that's crazy. Luckily, I think we can keep nerfing it long enough. I just have to get everybody else to survive here. Because they're all lined up behind him, thankfully. So if I just keep T reducing the attack here, this is going to be one of the craziest things. I hope he doesn't spawn again. And also, I wish that I had had a Gug-themed Gug in play when that happened. This feels like a cheese, but like they're cheesing us. Yeah. I mean, we're just gonna have to sit there and beat him to death. Actually crazy that we were able to survive that, I feel. And we're getting all these attack buffs all the time. Old Chitterrich here. Just chittering along. And yeah, I guess I'll let him take that hit. I mean, hey, we made it. Hard to believe, but we did. Now we got Loom Shear here. Convert all opposing Gugs to fluffy wool appearance for 1 round. Alright. He looks like he has a teeny tiny little smile right there. I know it's just his little woolly appearance, but if you look at him quickly, it's like eye, little smile. Very cute. Alright, let's buff up Bergamothus here. And let's give our new little guy some attack. Anything crazy here? Any plus 100s? Oh no, at the end of the round he does something in like, I don't know, German? Could be concerning, guys. I think we want another tea breather here. The problem is, I don't remember exactly how I spelled all the stuff for tea breather here. I think I did this, and maybe took out one F. Is that right? Decaffeinated black tea. Was that what brought tea breather to us? It was. So now we can really nerf the attacks. Alright, so first let's see what this... Alright, it just says he has a fluffy wool appearance, so that doesn't actually do anything. Alright, that'll nerf the attack. That'll nerf the attack. And all is well. So now we pull him out. Pull all these guys out, actually. And we'll let him get some health for a turn. Yeah. And then once again, it's really just going to be nerfing all their attacks. Now they're just hitting for 1. Very, very, very winnable, I think, for the second run here. Now, this, I need to pull him out. He's looking like he could be in a rough situation there. Get out of there, Loom Shear. And we will, I think, also pull out this tea breather. And let the healthiest one take the hit here. Yeah, I want to heal this guy up a little bit more than Loom Shear. And honestly, a very substantial amount of nectar without even trying to farm for some. We do have 1 slot available, so we can only get Guggin here, who creates a dazzling display of light, stunning all enemy Gugs for a brief moment. He's a 3/6, so basically a normal Gug. And we can always ascend him next turn if we'd like. Now let's get some health here. We need... The tea breather's healthy for sure. Let's set 10 as our minimum here for the important Gugs. And then we'll grab that as well. Alright, I'm happy with this team going forward. Alright, so let's... I think we just double T breather here. And we have Burgo ready for this illusion that I knew was coming. I knew it, guys. I'm lying, I didn't know it. Then we just pull everybody back out. Oof, now this is a hitter right here. Hitting for 9. I do have some that can survive that, but man, it's barely. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh no! What? Increased to a gigantic version of itself, and we lost a T breather. Hopefully, it is the only gigantic version of itself here. All right. So what can we do here? We definitely got to T breathe them. And Loomshear is going to have to actually fight. Luckily, we can get another T breather at this next little, at this next amniotic pool before our final battle. All right, so we'll get rid of old Guggin here, and we need a decaffeinated. That's just not a word I ever have to spell. I like anything I'm drinking that can have caffeine to have caffeine. If I can caffeinate my water, I'm doing it. Alright, so we're back to 2 T breathers, which is good, because this final battle here could be brutal. I think I'm going to let Loomshear here fight when Loomshear can fight. Alright, so I'm going to pull out the T breathers because we're going to need to use them as often as possible. So getting them healthy and able to re-nerf when possible. I think what I'm actually going to do this turn... Dude, that worked out beautifully. I was really just going to take the hit, but it looks like Vomaglop here throws some goo around, which helped us. Alright, so I'm going to take another hit, I think. You know, take another hit here. It's really just 5, and the goo won't do anything. Because I want as many of them on the board as possible when I hit this double T breather here in a second. So, let's see. These two will actually not do any damage, because they're going to get nerfed below. You know, he's already 0, but he'll become 0. So the only lanes that really matter are the outer ones. And I can let Bergamonthus and Loomshear heal up while we're fighting everybody else. We're still good here, yeah? Then we can let him get buffed up, actually. Can move him over, because I want something to be able to take out the slime gore there. So now we just pop him in there. Transform all enemy Gugs become slime. I think he might have accidentally buffed everybody there. Slime Gore, you moron. You can't buff all of your enemies. Look at this. And there you have it, guys. You can win Gug with anything. Even just the ingredients on your wife's teas. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know I had fun playing. You guys have a great one. And as always, I'll see you again next time.